All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming up on 46 years from that horrific day at Kent State, and we're joined right now by a man who has a brand new book all about it, Howard Means, former senior writer and editor with Washington Magazine and author of 67 Shots, Kent State and the End of American Innocence. Hello, Howard.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome aboard. What made you take on this issue at this point? It's not a 40-year anniversary or even a 45 or a 50. Why now?
Well, I kind of shot for the 45th and overshot it. But I was 25 when it happened. I was teaching high school kids who were a year or two younger than the ones who were shot. The kids who were shot, I was the same age as a lot of the guardsmen who fired on them. And it's just something that stuck with me all these years. And I had an opening on my schedule, and I discovered they had this wonderful treasure trove of 130 oral histories sitting out in the archives at Kent State University. And really, I couldn't resist it at that point. When I found that out, I just had to do it.
You talk about how it was, in a sense, the shooting, which, by the way, 4 dead, 9 wounded. The Ohio National Guard called in after 3 days of campus mayhem. You say that it was predictable and necessary in a way, but also preventable. Those, of course, seem at odds with each other.
Yes, they do. I know.
So explain.
But in one sense, I mean, all the sort of ugliness of the 60s, the whole anti-war movement, generational divide, it all flowed together at this one place in Northeast Ohio. And it flowed together there for some. It's almost like the Titanic and the iceberg coming together in one place. It wasn't happenstance that it happened there. There had been a lot of political activity on the campus. Jim Rhodes, the governor of Ohio, was a law and order guy. He was running in a tough senatorial primary. This gave him a chance to sort of flex his muscles a little bit. There was a big town-gown divide there that made the town think that what was normal sort of bad behavior on the part of students was in fact the beginning, the front wave of an onslaught. And so all those things came together, and it tied in, of course, with Richard Nixon's to the State of the Nation address. Address to the nation on Thursday the 30th, announcing that the war was being expanded, the Vietnam War, over the border into Cambodia.
Right, and they burnt down the ROTC building,
Yeah.
but. As unfortunate and bad as this event was,
Right.
you also write about extensively the regrouping of the National Guard after the initial shooting and how that could have been even so much worse.
Because by then, I mean, what happened after the shooting, the Guard regroups down at their original staging ground, which is near the burned out ruins of the ROTC. Students who were just moderately interested have been sort of drawn into this by all the tear gas that have been thrown around. Now there's the shooting, there's blood in the air. The students come back to where they originally were, facing off against the National Guard. The Guard still have 800 rounds in their M1s. The students are, they're so angry. A lot of them are feeling invulnerable. 20 of them have painted X's on their chests, bare chests and foreheads. And had they charged the Guard at that point, who knows what would have happened had the Guard not been restrained. The Guard was going to disperse crowds. That's what the Guard was told to do, disperse crowds. They were going to disperse this crowd.
Well, why not? We got 30 seconds. So the obvious question is, why not tear gas or rubber bullets?
Oh, that's a very good question. They tried tear gas, 17-mile-an-hour winds that dispersed it. Rubber bullets had just been introduced in Israel. Instead, they were doing this with M1s, battle rifles and bayonets. That's all they had. The guardsmen never should have been put on that hill doing the job they were doing. The equipment they had.
It's all in the book, folks. It's a slice of history that everybody should know about. 67 Shots. Thank you, Howard.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Up with more of the Steve Malzberg Show next. We'd like to take a moment to thank you for watching Newsmax TV. As you know, Newsmax TV is America's fastest growing news channel, available in over 43 million homes. And tonight we're excited to announce that Newsmax TV is now available on Apple TV. But if you don't have Apple TV, don't worry. You can watch Newsmax TV almost anywhere. For our complete guide on where you can watch Newsmax TV, simply go to newsmaxtv.com/find Newsmax TV. Tell your friends and help spread the word. Newsmax TV, real news, better talk.